to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Cornhuskers will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast. Win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams and players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To throw, it's Underwood. Grab near the marker, it's Morgan. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding this receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Haynes. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the 1st down.
They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Under fire. Takes the grab on the left. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Johnson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Looking down the middle. He's got it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
And the Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you've got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Morgan. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Nebraska. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. We just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy, man. He is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Got it in stride inside the 20.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of it.
Got some room in him to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Wide receiver going in motion. He might want another play. Hand off from the shotgun.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Dances away. Fires to the right. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
From the 30-yard line on first down. On the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Parking the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Huskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Wideout trying to get it in. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Huskers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. The Wolverines pick up the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Morgan. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Catch in the middle. It's Klein. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The Cornhuskers come to the line in the hurry up. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much clock as possible.
Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll immediately call timeout.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Finding an escape route. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Motion from the wideout. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. With the catch, it's Johnson. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And the Huskers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
He wants to change this route. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. He fires to the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly and push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That's caught, it's Barney. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Huskers will call on their punt team. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, we can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
And wings it incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Right down the middle. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Downfield again. Makes the pass. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 5 over UTSA. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Morgan. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got a man, it's Marsh. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeball.
He's loose. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He barges his way into the end zone for the two, and we are locked up here in the fourth.
And with that two-point conversion, they tie it up. Great job of executing at a critical moment here in the second half. And right now, guys, it feels like this is anybody's game.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The give to the back. It's a running room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Now on the move. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Offense in a bunch formation. They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in down the middle. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
The Huskers are flying down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the hit on the quarterback is why that was incomplete, but that QB is lucky that was not picked off. That is the cardinal sin, throwing back across your body. This quarterback needs to be more careful moving forward.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. Touchdown, Nebraska! They move on top here in the fourth.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. To the air, it's Underwood. He's looking deep. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pressure coming, and the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Going for the big play. Finds a spot down the gun of the knee. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. And that is why you call it the safety valve. You avoid the quarterback getting hit, and you also release the pressure that's being applied on the offense.
Defense is going to have to think about this in the future because you live and die by the blitz. It's great to try and get extra bodies getting after the quarterback, but then you risk running backs leaking out of the backfield and hurting you in the passing game.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Find space on the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Going up top again. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball.
Fair catch will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Haynes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
To the air, it's Underwood. Buys a little time with his feet. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win the...
And it's picked off for the third time today. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on third and long that time. The offense throwing right around the sticks, so he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The handoff to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Raiola. Throwing right. Makes a connection. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most?